Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Good, mashallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, students?
I'm
You're
good,
good,
doctor.
doctor.
What about you, doctor?
Alhamdulillah, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay.
Alhamdulillah, ya Rabbi.
So let's start with where we left, isn't it?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So what is actually in my mind? Just to give you as much practice as possible before the exam. Okay, that's why I thought of taking extra class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor, I have questions, sorry.
Welcome.
Yeah. The major, it will be section 5 only or 4?
Section 5 means chapter 5.
Yeah, sorry, chapter 5.
Okay. Actually, what chapter 5 in itself is nothing. It's only 4 things, 4 commands. Okay. But its application, as you may have seen in the problems we have solved, is applicable to strings, if, switch. So it traces back to chapter 4, chapter 3, and you can't do anything with variables. So chapter 2 is also included here. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
So from 2 to 5, everything. Okay. Let's start from let's say today is, by the way,
Doctor,
what
it's on next Thursday, right?
this Thursday, not next Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this Thursday, yeah.
Yes, this Thursday. Well, students, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Let me start. Okay. What you can see, students, please let me know. I'm also new on Zoom, not very much experience on Zoom.
Yeah, we see the net means.
You can
The projects, yeah.
You can see my NetBeans, and you also can see my the book also.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So are you comfortable? Should I start?
Yes, let's go.
Okay,
I'm ready. About me.
okay. So let me trace back what was the last problem we have solved. We have solved all these patterns, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, doctor.
We solved this one.
Yeah.
5.18 we finished.
5.7, 5.17. I'm sorry. I have left that we can cover it after covering all this, because these are primitive patterns, and this is a bit complex. This is a combination of two pyramids or two patterns. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, right.
So till now here, look at it. We were taking care of space and numbering, space and numbering, space and numbering. Is it? These two does not require, A and B does not require any focus or any concentration or any care of for spaces, because the printing starts from the left hand side. But when printing starts at the right, we have to take care of spaces. Look here, we need to take care of spaces.
Yeah.
Well, here, when you look at it, you will find that there are spaces. There is one triangle, there is another triangle. Okay. So basically, here we need to take care of three things: spaces, first triangle, and second triangle. All right.
All right.
1. For taking care of three things, we need three for loops. And of course, for taking care of number of rows, we need fourth for loop also. Okay, so let's start. Let me add a new package. This package is for today, and today is 28. Okay, and let's say this is new class, chapter 5, 70. Okay. Oh, someone is waiting. How can I see more waiting students? No one is waiting. Okay. Well, students, let
Yeah.
me zoom in a bit. Look here, students, what this says, what question says, it says, write a program that prompts the user to enter an integer from 1 to 15.
Yeah.
And displays a pyramid like this. So that is to say, in this program, we need to take care of scanner as well. This is required. Okay, so let's start with, and then of course we need to take care of scanner. Okay, let's import this. Okay, so our scanner is ready. Now what else do we need? We need a message for the user. The message should say enter a number. Okay, from 1 to 15. Okay, by the way, when user enters the number, we should collect it somewhere. Let's say n equals in dot next. Okay, now let's start thinking about the pyramid. Okay, or the shape or the pattern, whatever you say. So let's say drawing pattern. First for loop, and this is for rows. Okay, so let's start from rows from 0 to n, and it should not be from 0 because everywhere we write 1, so it is from 1. Okay, then look at the shape, because computer graphics starts from here, left side. Okay, so in left side, first it comes to the spaces. Okay, all right, in the first line, how many spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if total number of lines are n, then in the first row there, yes, pardon, then
7
there,
spaces.
no, there are 6 spaces.
Oh, 6, sorry.
1,
1, 2,
2,
4, 5.
3,
Yeah, 6. Yeah,
4, 5, and 6 spaces. Okay, so let's take care of all these things. Let's start drawing spaces. Okay, for spaces. Okay, these spaces should start from 1, and should go where? Should go to n minus 1. Okay, or let's say they should start from these spaces are decreasing, huh? So we should reverse the logic. Okay, we should start from uh, bigger number, and every time we should decrease them. Okay, now what will happen in the first row number will be 1 and the n is 7. For example, the given case, n is 7 and row is 1, so there will be 6 spaces exactly. Okay, so this is what we were looking for. Do not change the line, remain in the same place and just give the spaces. Okay, now let's think of the first pattern. This first pattern, how this is uh, how this is printed, students. The first pattern on the left hand side of 1, numbers are printed. First thing to keep in mind, numbers are printed in reverse order. Look at this: 7654321, 65431, isn't it? And uh, in the first row there is only one number. In the second row there are two numbers. In the third row there are three numbers, isn't it? All right.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. So let's run another for loop for printing numbers. Okay. First pattern numbers. Okay. So how should these number proceed? Hmm? Uh, these number are printed in the reverse order. It means that uh, they should also start from bigger number. Uh, 1 and they should start from rows. First time 1. Okay, while row I remains greater than equal to 1. I minus. First time only 1, second time 2. Yes. Okay. Then what we should do? We should print the number. Okay. Let's remove the ln and print the number. Let's say I and I space. Okay. Left to the one column where 1 is written, or let's say middle column, we have taken care of. Now what is remaining? This second portion of the, or the right hand portion of the pyramid is remaining. If you look into it, you will see observe two things. The numbers are starting from 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. Okay, the numbers are in increasing order. Second thing is that in the second row there is one number. In the third row there are only two numbers, n minus 1. Let's do it. For, okay, again you can say I, or you can keep it as I, whatever you like. It should start from 2, because the first thing you see is 2. Okay, the first thing you see is 2. Now let's think of the repetitions. Okay. Uh, it is increasing with the row. Look here. Second row, first row, there is nothing. Okay. Second row, it is only 1. Third row, it is 2. That is to say row minus 1. It keeps on till row minus 1. So let's say rows minus 1. Okay. And what you are doing here, we are also printing these numbers. Let's say I plus I space. While students, this will take care of spaces. This will take care of first, or let's say left triangle, triangle, and this will take care of right triangle. Okay. After doing all these things, students, what do we need? We need to change the line. Okay, so that rows are changes. So when spaces are taken care of, when we have printed the first portion and we have printed the second portion or left portion, right portion, what should we do? We should change the line. Okay, and we do this for changing the line. Okay, we do it for changing the line. Okay, let's run it and see how this goes on. Might be possible in first run we didn't get the correct figure. We will try to calibrate this thing. Okay, let's say we are entering 7. Let's say we are entering 7. Initially it started correctly, but there is something which is not letting it print. Oh, this is the problem. Okay, let's run it and see. Okay, for example, I enter here 7. This is something like this. What is missing, students? Why it is not giving the correct shape?
Spaces.
Yes, exactly. It is about spaces. Let's come here and increase the space to double. Okay, and just put a colon so that it becomes clear what is message and what is input by the user. Okay, let's say user put 7 here, then still we miss something. The spaces are okay, the left portion is correct, but there is something with the right portion. Let's check what is that. I starts from 2.
The equal must.
Yes, equal to. We already starting with 2. We got the correct shape. Okay. So whenever you see a some shape problem, you should think of like this. By the way, in PSU, we don't have such a trend of asking student to print patterns. So, when we were students in our time, it was something challenging, and we face plenty of such challenges. For example, we can rotate this pyramid so that this base comes here vertically here. We can rotate this anti-clockwise so that this base comes here. We can simply invert this, take its mirror image, and this base will go up at the ceiling, and this edge or this vertex should come down. Whatever shape it may take, whatever orientation it may take, you should think of, like we have just thought and implemented. We should think of spaces, we should think of rows, and we should think of columns as well. Okay, just try to understand the pattern given. If the numbers are in increasing order, decreasing order, whatever. With the slight practice, you will inshallah learn the technique. So let's come to the other question. I will leave this because we solved too many of them. It is nothing, just similar orientation. A bit in look here. 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Now here again, if you start 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. It is increasing in this pattern. Look here, 16, 32, 64, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, like this. Nothing new, nothing special. Okay. Now here students, problem number 520. Okay. What is problem number 520? The problem number 520 says prime numbers, display prime numbers between 2 and 1000. What, by the way, students, what do you mean by prime number? Any idea about anyone, anything?
Divisible by himself.
Okay, yes. Divisible by number itself and 1. So we don't consider anything divisible by 1 as a divisible. By the way, the prime numbers have their own real. We have a special field in mathematics to deal with prime numbers. They have different patterns. In the next chapter, that is to say chapter number 6, you can see or you will solve a wide variety of prime numbers. For our purpose, for our sake, this is only problem in the exercise which deals with prime numbers, and it says that we should list prime numbers from 2 to 1000. Okay, so when I say prime number, that is to say I'm looking for a number which should not be divided by any number from 2 to, let's say, half of it. Why I do say half of it? Because the maximum factor or maximum number which can divide a given number is always less than equal to half of it, isn't it? For example, I am looking for factors or divisors of 10, then whatever it may be always less than equal to 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 can never divide 10. Similarly, let's consider the 20. Then whatever number it may be, it will always be less than equal to 10. Okay. So let's try to implement the same thing in algorithm and then repeat it from 2 to 1000. First, we should think of a mechanism which can check a number if it is divisible by any number or not. And then we should include the repetition also so that it can automatically check numbers from 2 to 1000. Let's start with okay. Students, do we need here user input? Students, do we need here user input?
No.
Yes, we don't need any user input because it is going to be checked by a loop which will check from 1 to 1000. I think 1 to 1000 or 2. Yes, 2 to 1000. Okay, so students, for solving this problem, let's say we do have uh, a variable uh, like Boolean type variable, Boolean flag, or let's say Boolean is prime equals true. Okay, we took a Boolean type variable. It's a flag type variable which raises the flag, uh, is prime true. Okay, then let's say we are going to check it. We are going to check it for numbers from 2 to 1000. Okay, what it is? It is range of numbers to be checked. Well, now let's say that we took a number, first time I starts at 2. Okay, so what we need to check? We need to check if this number I, which is 2 in our case, is it divisible by any number from 2 to half of it? So let's check it. For j starting to 2 and going to I by 2. By the way, students, you can get the same result by writing I only. No worries, no problem. But it will take calculation time of your computer. By 2 will reduce its calculation time, execution time by 2, because you are going to now check it for just half of the previous iterations. If you are comfortable with by 2, well and good. Otherwise, take I, no worries, no problem. What we need to check? What we need to check? If j is divisible by if I is divisible by j, if we do find any such thing, what we will do? We will make is prime equals false. Okay, because we assume that the given number is prime, we will make it false. And what we will do? We will break the execution also. What we will do now? After coming out, we will check if is prime. Students, I told you earlier also, this all relational this is a Boolean operator, and by the way, if condition is always a Boolean. Okay, so rather than writing equals true, what we can do? We can simply omit all these things and it is perfect. It will work perfectly. If is prime becomes true, so what should we do? We should write we should write this number. Okay, write I plus I space. Okay, well students, after what it will do, for will start for a given value of I, what for will do, it will start trying to divide this by starting from 2 to half of this number. And if it appears that it is completely divisible by given number, so is prime becomes false. It is not the uh, prime number and we will break it. Okay, I should write this in this, so that break should be executed only when this condition is true. Okay, so after this, because of break, the control of the program will come out of the for loop or for block. It will check if prime. It will check if is prime is true, then it will print it. Otherwise, if it is false, like it is in our case, it will not be executed, and this will not be written. There is a condition, students, because this test depends upon condition that is prime should be true. Then only we are going to make it false if it is not. What will happen if you do not reset the flag? If you do not reset the flag somewhere here, if a it is not reset, what will happen? Even the next, for example, it starts with 2, it is correct and it will be printed. 3, it will be correct and it will be also printed. What will happen with the 4? Because 4 is not a prime number, it could be divided by 2, so is prime will be set to false. Okay, and it will not be printed. But the next time when it takes the 5, because it is already false, despite the fact we won't get any number which can divide 5 completely, because the flag is set to false, you won't get the result. So what is needed? You should reset this flag somewhere, either here at the end or at the beginning. It is up to you. Let's say I am going to put it here. Okay, now run it and see the result. So look here, these are the prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67. These are all prime numbers till 1000. Last one is 997. All right. Is it okay? Students, is it okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's move to the next problem. By the way, should I continue or you need a break for Salah?
Uh, I suggest break for Salah.
Okay. Many students said that they have class at 4. So what I think I should continue till 50 or 55. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Doctor,
Yes,
the major is gonna be on paper or
it's
online?
going to be on paper. Okay, and it will be. I don't know whether the room is confirmed or not, but in the meeting it was decided that they will ask for the room. This in building 101, there is a what you say, the theater like uh, big room, conference room.
And the gym.
No, no, not gym. Gym is the flat surface. There's a room in the middle of the building 101, a theater like means the back rows are raised. It's seminar hall or conference hall, whatever it is said. They said that they will try to book this because it has big capacity. So all of the sections can sit together and give the result, they give the exam.
I have a question about the exam.
Yes, please.
It will be a two question of coding and the output, and what else?
There might be some questions to find the errors. There might be some MCQs. Okay,
MCQs?
MCQs, yes,
What's the MCQs?
multiple choice question.
Okay.
Okay,
Like the
Doctor,
quizzes?
yes, please.
this chapter 6.
This is chapter 5. We didn't start the 6.
The multiple choice will be like the quizzes.
Like the quizzes, yes.
Okay.
Well, students, look here, display leap years, the question number 5.27. You know what are the conditions for leap years?
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years, but there is a condition for a leap years also. Okay, it should be divisible by 4 and it should not be divisible by, if it is divisible by 100, it should be divisible by 400. Let's say chapter 5 speed 27. I think it is 27. Yes. So what we are supposed to do, we will list all the leap years from 101 to 2100, and we will print them in a line, 10 per line, separated by one space, and also we will display the number of leap years in this period. Okay, well, do we need a scanner here, students?
Yes.
No,
Why,
the
Master?
range is already given from 101 to 200, 2100. So we need not anything from the user. The range is already provided. Okay. So what is needed is a for loop. For I starting from 101 and is going till 2100. Okay, one at a time. Before we can do this, students, what do we need? We need to take care of numbers per line, isn't it? Numbers per line. Make it 0. What else, students? We need to count the leap years. So let's say we do have something, let's say count leap. It will count the number of leap years because we are supposed to give the number of leap years also. So